Welcome to Bloomington Today. I'm Kaylin Cockriel. Thanks for joining us. Bloomington has 4 council seats up for election this year, and city officials would like to encourage residents to get involved with their local government by exercising their right to vote. The mayor's seat, council member at large, as well as District 3 and District 4 are all up for election. Because more than 2 candidates have filed for the offices of mayor and council member at large, a primary election will be held for these offices. Get out and cast your vote on August 9th at a polling location near you. The city's website has extensive election information available, including sample ballots, precinct listings, polling sites, and a complete list of candidates who have filed for the 2011 election. Also, you can find a list of frequently asked questions regarding voting assistance, registration, and absentee ballots. The popularity of hiking and biking has increased over the past several years, as many residents are taking a more active role in creating healthier lifestyles for themselves and their families. And thanks to a brand new hiking and biking map funded through a statewide health improvement program grant, residents can know all their options when looking to get outdoors and get some exercise. This attractive new guide includes clearly marked bike paths, pedestrian paths, parking information, light rail transit routes, and so much more.
We're trying to encourage people to live more healthy lifestyles, get out, be more active. It's a lot easier to go out and be active, to ride a bike or to be on a trail when you know where you're going and you know what's involved. A little bit of comfort level, kind of knowing, geez, if I go here, what's going to be there? How long is it? Where do I park? You know, and what are the amenities that I can expect to have there? So it makes your choices a little bit easier.
The city of Bloomington has been working hard to get trails in top-notch condition to ultimately make your experience outdoors in the city that much more enjoyable.
We're excited to have it. We recognize this is our first draft. If anyone sees anything that they have an issue or, gosh, you know, there's a place where I think you should include on your bike map, you know, feel free to give me a contact in the Parks and Recreation Division, and I would imagine that we'll be updating this map sometime down the road.
To get your free map, stop by the Parks and Recreation office at Bloomington Civic Plaza. An electronic version is also available on the city's website. Keyword search Bike Map. This map is a collaboration of work from almost a dozen different city departments. Be sure to stop by Civic Plaza and get yours today. Buying a home can be a scary thing, but it can also be one of the most rewarding experiences of a lifetime. Bloomington's Housing and Redevelopment Authority wants to invite residents to join them for a workshop, sure to take some of the dis-ease out of making that potentially life-changing purchase. Start your home ownership process by attending the Home Stretch Home Buyer Workshop, offered by the Community Action Partnership of Suburban Hennepin. This seminar will explore issues like how to shop for a home, inspections, and legal rights of owning a home, plus many more. After you've completed the classes, you'll be able to meet with a counselor to address one-on-one individual housing needs. There are 3 chances to attend the Home Stretch workshops: Friday, August 12th from 9 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. in Eden Prairie, and again on Saturday, September 10th in St. Louis Park. Then going further into the fall, you can join experts on Saturday, November 5th in Bloomington. Registration is online and easy. Log on to the city's website and keyword search Home Stretch. Click option 2, Buying a Home, and scroll down to the link under Workshops and Counseling. Good news for people who live, work, or travel near the I-494-169 Interchange Reconstruction Project. After the 20-day state shutdown, MnDOT projects have now been restarted. And that means the machinery has roared back to life and crews are hard at work on the project. A MnDOT spokesperson says crews are back on site and remobilizing equipment and traffic control. Work on the northbound lanes as well as construction of the new Washington Avenue Bridge, flyover ramps, and retaining walls are the next step for returning construction staff. The MnDOT project website as well as the project hotline are now back up and running now that an agreement has been made regarding the state government budget. That site and more project information is online right now at www.ci.bloomington.mn.us. Keyword search 169-494. The scheduled completion date for the interchange project was originally set for November 2012. MnDOT is now figuring out how the shutdown will impact the completion date. The City of Bloomington tries to offer a variety of products and services to residents in a continued effort to ensure quality service at an affordable price. And if you're looking to get away, Bloomington is making one travel document easy to grab and go. Behind the counter at Bloomington Civic Plaza's City Clerk's office, many may not know that the team there processes passport applications.
Passports were offered at City Hall as a convenience to our citizens. The government allows separate passport acceptance agencies in convenient locations around the country, so you can easily and quickly apply for your passport.
Simply come by Civic Plaza between the hours of 8 a.m. and 4 p.m. and the City Clerk's office will guide you through the process step by step.
We just need to have the applicant in person with their driver's license, their certified birth certificate, and the application completed. And the one thing I want to remind everybody is to bring a checkbook. The federal government is still on the check system for their portion of the fee. They'll need to complete the application in black ink, nice neat printing. We will go through the application with them, take their photo, and then we need to collect the fees, and then we need to swear them in, ask them a statement that they need to swear to, and they need to sign the application in front of us. And then we'll complete the application and mail that in.
And after a recent visit by the U.S. Department of State Passport Oversight, Bloomington's program is receiving kudos.
As an acceptance office, we are audited by the federal government to make sure that we are meeting the requirements and doing our job correctly. We were just recently visited and got good review, good high marks, so we're very pleased.
Passports for children are a slightly different process. Junker says the City Clerk's office is more than willing to walk people through the process and explain the differences between requirements for an adult and that of a child. You can simply call the number on your screen. Again, if you'd like more information on required documents, fees, hours, and location, visit the city's website. Keyword search passport. It's now time for a short break. When we come back, we'll take a look at ways to keep your summer barbecues and picnics safe for everyone. Stay right here.
I'm a single mother of 2 kids. I work a lot. I come home tired. We do miss a lot. He dropped off for a whole month. Sometimes I would talk to him and he wouldn't even turn around and look at me. I would just get frustrated because in any way that I talk to him, it just doesn't go through his head. I didn't give up because there's always hope that they'll snap out of it.
Give your teen the boost they need to graduate. Call 1-877-4A-KID or join us at boostup.org for tips and advice.
Welcome back. It's no secret that summer is the time when Minnesotans are outdoors enjoying a barbecue or picnic with their loved ones. The City of Bloomington's Environmental Health Division would like to offer residents a food safety refresher to ensure you and your family are defending yourselves against foodborne illnesses. Reed Erickson has that story.
On a rainy Monday,
it can be a hot day or it can be a cold day. You still have to take precautions with the food and make sure that it's safe.
This noon lunch is one of the safest in town. Cooking food properly is important to prevent you, your family, and guests from getting sick.
Our main role is to make sure that the food that the citizens of Bloomington and also Richfield get is safe.
As the coals are stoked and the grill is set, first things first.
Generally, we'd like to have warm soapy water, soap, running water, paper towels. That's the ideal situation for really properly cleaning your hands and getting any bacteria off of them. It doesn't always happen. Here we are, we've got some running water over there, but it's not warm. So if you don't have hot running water, you can use hand sanitizer. It's not a replacement for hand washing in any way, shape, or form, but it is a good second place.
On the menu today, both pre-cooked and raw meats.
We brought a little cooler here. You'll see I'll open it up. We've got some blue ice packs that are pre-frozen here and down inside as well to keep the food chilled. I have in this cooler our cooking utensils, as well as a couple of packs of some pre-cooked brats that we'll be grilling up here shortly, and also a couple of packs of ground beef patties that are all packaged here, and we also have a couple of containers of some marinated chicken breasts that we'll be grilling up. And especially temperature, foods, raw meats especially, you want to make sure that you cook them thoroughly, no matter what the temperature is there. Foods like these that are pre-cooked, these are essentially ready to eat. So heating these to any temp that's essentially palatable is okay. But raw burgers, chicken, no matter, no cutting corners there. You want to make sure you fully cook those meat products.
Jeff puts the foods that require the highest temperatures on last.
Some marinated chicken, and it just looks delicious here. I'm trying to grab onto a. You can hear that sizzle.
On the other side of the shelter, it's just as important to keep cold foods chilling.
Keeping cold foods cold during the picnic or grilling event is real important, because when foods get too warm, they can grow bacteria. So if you don't have the luxury of a refrigerator, you can rely on coolers, which we showed earlier with Jeff, having ice packs, cooler, the potentially hazardous foods, meats, salads, those kinds of things in the cooler. If you don't have that, or once you start serving, this is a great way to do your best at keeping things cold. So if you've got a salad, you can submerge it in a bowl and then fill ice around it. And that will do a pretty good job of keeping the food cold. Another thing that you want to be sure is that you've got dispensing utensils, so that people are actually not using their bare hands to get the food. So for instance, on the pickles over here, we just have a fork, so that people can use the fork rather than going in and grabbing it with their bare hands.
Using utensils helps prevent bugs from getting into the food. Keeping cold food cold prevents bacteria from growing as fast. Back at the grill, it's critical to make sure the food is thoroughly cooked.
A certain style of thermometer that I'd recommend using, it's fairly inexpensive, and that is actually a digital thermometer. And I have perhaps the best way to show this is
Jeff uses the thermometer to make sure that this chicken is done enough so it's safe to eat.
So we're looking for a minimum temp of 170 on chicken breast. This one right here is a little bit over 180, so it's fully cooked. This is fully done, ready to serve. Just make sure that the juices of the meat run clear. You can cut it open, have a look to see that it's fully cooked inside. So at least want to make sure that the meat juices run clear. Same with the chicken.
As this group enjoys lunch, remember these tips when you cook out. Keep everything clean. Don't let blood or juices from the raw meat contaminate other foods that don't get cooked. Cook the meat to the right temperature and keep hot foods hot and cold foods cold.
Bloomington's Environmental Health Division invites residents with any questions about cooking temperatures, what should be kept cool and what should be kept hot, or anything else, to contact them at 563-8934. They'd be happy to help. We've been following the story of porcupine sliders for some time now, a healthy school lunch recipe created by Bloomington Public Health staff along with a group of students from Richfield's South Education Center Alternative. We last brought you news that the healthy turkey burger recipe, porcupine sliders, had made it into the top 3 national finalists out of hundreds of entries. Today, we're happy to announce that South Education Center Alternative won first place during the final judging rounds of the First Lady Michelle Obama's Recipe for Healthy Kids contest. If you aren't familiar with the journey this group has made to develop this healthy school lunch alternative, let's take a look back.
Promoting a safe, healthy school environment is key at SEC. The school received the Gold Award in a county-wide wellness competition the past 2 years. Terry Guthrie, consumer education instructor, has been its biggest champion. Terry also led a team who applied for and received a statewide health improvement grant for a rather unique project.
It started last spring when we applied and received the SHIP grant for our garden. And we received the grant. From that, we built 12 raised garden beds out of some nice cedar wood. And then we had a huge semi come and dump, I don't know how much, it was a lot of soil. And then we filled the beds, and then we planted. And we really had a thriving garden this summer, which was really nice.
And then we have roasted vegetables, the squash and onions, some of the potatoes. They all came from the garden this summer. So we just roasted them this morning and we'll serve them for lunch today. These are squash breads on the side, and these are zucchini blueberry breads. The students that you'll meet today made these carrot cake from scratch, from carrots out of the garden, and they also made the cream cheese icing. That was just done yesterday. It was all done from scratch. It looks just decadent.
So we harvested the vegetables, and we are celebrating with a nice feast. We have invited the school board and the district administrative team, as well as some of the SHIP grant people. Another benefit of the garden has been not only our students eating more vegetables, but it's affecting a younger generation. A lot of the students have their children here in our childcare. And so the little ones, it's so fun to see them out there digging in and getting prickled by the cucumber plants and tasting a radish for the first time, and their eyes and excitement in it. It's wonderful.
The garden project was the creative spark that led to the exploration into more healthy eating. And now, on to the porcupine sliders. Oh, by the way, slider partner Chef Todd Bolton is featuring the sliders on the special menu at his restaurant, The Good Earth, a local well-known hearty and healthy eating spot, just right up the street.
The competition took place on Monday, July 25th in Dallas, Texas. We'll have more on the reactions to the win and what this means for the school on a later episode of Bloomington Today. Let's take another quick break. When we come back, we head to Dwan Golf Course to learn about an exciting certification being awarded to the course. Stay with us.
Every day is a brand new journey of discovery for your baby. And when that journey is by car, the latch system will help keep them safe. Anchor, tether, latch. It's easier and makes your car seat secure. So your baby's journeys will be safe and sure. To learn more, visit safercar.gov.
I'm starving. What's for breakfast?
Guten Tag!
I bring you arts-enriched Raisinblums, fortified with increased test scores and creative problem-solving skills.
It's good!
And good for you.
Bobby? Susie?
Don't worry, that's just the power of the arts!
Feed your kids the arts. For 10 simple ways to learn how, visit AmericansForTheArts.org.
Welcome back, everyone. Staff at Dwan Golf Course in Bloomington have spent the last 3 years making improvements to the course in hopes of being recognized as a certified Audubon cooperative sanctuary. That time has finally come. Take a look. Dwan Golf Course has been pushing toward becoming Audubon certified for years. This certification requires courses to protect wildlife habitats on the course, minimize potentially harmful impacts of golf course operations, while improving environmental performance and community relations. Here's what Dwan's done to achieve this tremendous honor.
We have removed all the non-native species. We've gotten rid of all of our buckthorn. We've extended the areas, the buffer zones from our ponds to keep chemicals from going in them. We've added nesting sites for mallards, for wood ducks, and we also have a bluebird trail.
Dwan is one of just 27 courses to be honored with the Audubon certification out of 575 total courses in the state. It is the 844th Audubon course worldwide, and although this coveted certification has now been achieved by Dwan, it can't be forgotten about, as regular maintenance is now required to keep the certification.
We have to maintain or better the buffer zones around our ponds as far as chemical use. We've also cut back at least 20% on our chemical use, and we will be required to continue to do that. Herbicides, pesticides, insecticides, the continuation of the Bluebird, working with the Bluebird Society, so that will be an ongoing thing for as long as the golf course is here.
At the July 25th City Council meeting, a representative from Audubon, who also happens to be a Bloomington resident, congratulated Civic, as well as Mike Hoffman, Dwan Maintenance Superintendent.
And I think all residents of Bloomington have a lot to be excited about. They are now being enrolled in this program. They look at their water conservation. It's not that they didn't do this already, but it does give them an extra way to attract more golfers and an extra way to be attentive to the environment. So I think there's a lot to be proud of here. So I'm very proud of them and the work they've done. So they need a big round of applause, I think. They just did a great job. So thank you to Rick and thank you to Mike for all the work they've done.
Congratulations to Dwan Golf Course. Be sure to get out and visit the course while the weather is still nice. Dwan is open 7 days a week from 6 a.m. to dark during the summertime months. For more information, visit the city's website, keyword search Dwan. Another amazing art display has set up shop in Bloomington Civic Plaza recently. The Bloomington Theater and Art Center is proud to welcome African sculpture to the Inez Greenberg Gallery at Civic Plaza. The exhibit showcases art from 16 different African countries. You'll find everything from native tribes masks, beadwork, unique animal carvings, and stone sculpturing. The exhibit runs until August 26th. You can visit the gallery on weekdays between 8 a.m. and 10 p.m., Saturdays from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m., and Sundays between the hours of 1 and 10 p.m. Also on Thursday, August 18th, be sure to stop by the gallery for the Artist Talk. It's there the curator will talk to residents about the history of some of the displays, cultural significance, and answer any questions. This exhibit is just a fraction of the African sculpture collection that can be found at the Mary Peary Gallery, located at 90th and Penn Avenue. Be sure to stop by and check this exhibit out. You won't want to miss it. If you've missed the festivities of the 2011 Summerfest celebration, don't worry. There's still time for you to get outdoors and enjoy a treat for the ears. Join Bloomington Parks and Recreation as they present the annual Jazz Festival. The event kicks off on Sunday, August 7th from noon to 5 p.m. Residents are invited to stop by the Normandale Lake Bandshell and take in the smooth sounds of jazz as 3 top industry performers take to the stage. The Rum River Brass Band will be up first. They specialize in a mix of rags, jazz, Dixieland, and other popular ballads. Later on in the day, Vic Valaire and the Valaire Lounge Orchestra make an appearance on stage. Vic's smooth vocals paired with top Minnesota jazz talent is a must-hear. Finally, closing off the day is the Wolverines Big Band. This band has been together 38 years and covers a wide range of styles and best of the band hits. This event is free and sure to be fun for the whole family. For more information or in case of bad weather, contact the Parks and Recreation 24-hour information line at 952-563-8878. Well, that's all the time we have for today. To get more information on city projects, parks, road construction, and events, visit the city's website. To check out past Bloomington Today shows or other city productions, visit Bloomington's YouTube channel, accessible right from the city's homepage. That and so much more is online right now at www.ci.bloomington.mn.us. If Facebook or Twitter isn't your thing, sign up for eSubscribe to have updates sent right to your email or cell phone. This is Bloomington Today, a presentation of the City of Bloomington's Communications Division. I'm Kaylin Cockerill. Thanks so much for being here.